In the Navigation and Organisation module, you will gain an understanding of Intuity's navigation tree, which allows you to focus on a particular component, such as a network device or port. We will also look at views, which help to organise and group components.
Now, I know views are particularly important within Intuity's architecture. Which aspects of their use are you going to be covering in this module?
Well, we'll cover all usages of views, but just to give you an example, if I want to create a report, it's very likely that I just want to report on a subset of the network, and I can use a view to do that. I simply run the report against the view and I've automatically got that subset included. Another example is with incidents. I could look at all the incidents, but that could be very confusing. So by using a view to focus down on a particular subset of the network, I can see what's going on much more easily.
I'm looking forward to hearing the details.
The navigation tree is found on the left-hand side of the interface. Its main purpose in life is to allow you to navigate to a particular managed object, such as a port or device. Much like many file viewers, it features folders which can be nested and which contain items of interest. Intuity refers to these folders as views, and instead of files, views contain managed objects. The plus and minus tools to the left of each view name is used to expand or collapse the contents of a view. In actual fact, the navigation tree is available on all of Intuity's user interface screens, but is hidden by default on some. It can be pinned using the pin control at the top right-hand corner of the pane, or you can hide and unhide the navigation tree using the little triangle tool halfway up the navigation tree pane. At the very top of the navigation tree, you will find the browser or Dropbox control, which is used to switch between the browser and the Dropbox. The Dropbox is the subject of another lecture. The Consolidate Servers tool allows information to be displayed either in a consolidated mode or each server separately. We've already seen that views are used to contain managed objects, and that it is possible to nest one view inside another. It should be obvious, therefore, that the first use of views is one of organisation. For instance, views called New York, London and Paris might be created and populated with devices located in those cities. In this way, it becomes very much easier to find a given device. There is nothing restricting the use of views to geographical locations. Anything goes. Another example might be to create views called Access, Core and Distribution, and then populate these views with the appropriate devices. We might equally have a view called Infrastructure Ports and populate it with suitable ports. We also do not need to worry about a particular object appearing in multiple views, since what is actually placed in the view can be thought of as a shortcut to the single instance of the object stored in Intuity's data model. Views are also used in conjunction with reporting. When configuring a report, it is set to run against a view. This effectively controls or filters the objects that will appear in the report. The same kind of filtering can be achieved in the event viewer. By selecting a view, only the events and incidents raised against objects in that view will be seen. This is also true when Intuity is configured to send events to a third party. A view is specified and filtering is applied accordingly. Intuity version 15.5 introduces a new default view called All Objects. This view automatically contains all network objects under management. Before users can see this view, it must first be made visible by an administrator. Users will have access to a personal My Network view. This view contains all the network objects that the particular user has permission to see. For users with the correct permissions, this view can be used as a source of components to build other views. View creation is covered on the course U02 Putting Intuity to Work. A view will contain any component placed in it, plus the contents of any subviews. This is technically known as a union. In the example shown, the contents of USA will include any component placed in USA, Burbank, New York, and Tampa.